everybody, my name is Heather Finley, and again another video in the same shirt. I'm sorry, again, it's just trying to bust out all the recordings in one day. But I guess I could like change shirts and you guys want to know, but whatever. I just want to rock my cool Jack Vanning shirt. So yeah, I am here now to give you my top books of 2016. It was a very good reading year, and I am going to count down my top 11 books for you guys. So number 11 favorite book of the year was Killing Me Softly by Aggie Lal. This was a travel memoir from, she goes by the name Travel in Her Shoes online, and it was kind of her personal life and then climbing Kilimanjaro, which is something I want to do, so I absolutely loved this book and found it very inspiring. So yeah, the number 11 place here. Number 10 was Chaos Choreography by Shannon McGuire. This was the newest book in the Encrypted series. I highly enjoy these books. They're kind of silly. It's about like cryptid... Ooh, kitty kitty. It's about a family that helps out different cryptids. So like think Sasquatch and Loch Ness Monster and that kind of stuff. And this one took place during a dancing show because our main character from the first two books was a ballroom dancer. So yeah, the books are ridiculous, but they're so entertaining. So yeah, it made my top book of the year. Number 9 was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I really enjoyed the Percy Jackson series, so this just kind of stands in for all of them. I don't know if I can pick a favorite out of the 5 ones, so I just put the first one because I guess that was the one that kind of inspired me to jump into the series and really enjoy it. So I think most of us know what this series is about. It's about a kid who is the son of Poseidon and his adventures and shenanigans he gets into. So yeah, I know I'm a little late to the game on reading them, but I'm very glad I finally did. Number 8 favorite book of the year was Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is a book that I've meant to get to for a long time. It is kind of an assassin type tale where she gets taken prisoner, but then she gets to be a taste tester for the king to watch out for poison. I really liked the story. I liked the development between the main like love interest and the main character. So yep, there's number 8. Number 7 favorite of the year was Speaking in Bones by Kathy Reichs. This is from the Temperance Brennan book series, which is what I named my cat wherever she went after. So clearly I'm a big fan. I picked up the book of it in England at the airport, so I actually have like the English cover for it, which is pretty awesome. All these books are just fascinating because the author is actually a forensic anthropologist in real life. So all of them are loosely kind of based on stuff that she's dealt with or seen and stuff before. So just really fascinating. Love the main character, Temperance. So yup, there's that. After that was A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, which is the second book in the Court of series. And this one is hot as hell. It was lots of sexiness and just amazing. Ireland and I were like texting back and forth like, oh my gosh. We still to this day, like I won't spoil and tell you what we text about, but there's one character that's a freaking tool and we hate him and we still refer to how much we hate him. So I can't wait for the 3rd book to come out, and it's just gonna be us slamming on how much we hate that kid. Yeah, he's the worst. The worst. After that, I put in my number 5 slot Red Rising by Pierce Brown, which is a space series. The first book was very Hunger Games-esque, set on Mars, training, but there's such a deep like backstory to it. Love these books so much, and as you'll see, I loved the entire series, and I highly recommend picking these up. They're such an epic space story, well worth the read. Number 4 favorite, I put Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, which is the 2nd book in the series. I felt the series just got better and better as it kept going, so that's why I gave that one the little higher place, and won't give anything away by describing it, but again, it's must read kind of stuff. Right, Tempy? Come here. Come here. Anyways, Number 3 favorite book of the year was Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. This one is about a musician that inherits a haunted suit, and I liked that this book was very creepy ghost story. Joe Hill is Stephen King's son, and I actually almost lean more towards his books because I really like the little bit of element of like magical realism that he puts in them, that he's created kind of a map of the world with different points of them, and then his books kind of interlock together through that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I think it might be my favorite out of all the ones he's written. Horns probably being second, but yeah, number 3 spot. Number 2 is Morningstar by Pierce Brown, which was the conclusion of the Red Rising trilogy. It ends so good, so many like heartstrings pulled apart, so much stuff going on. Yeah, I can't say enough about this series. I cannot wait for the new books to come out that he's working on now. He's writing a trilogy that's going to be set in the future after everything that happens. So yeah, he's a phenomenal writer. Please check him out. And my number 1 book of the year was Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. If you watched my December video, you'll just see me go on about how I really think that this is a book that everybody should read. It is Trevor Noah's stories of growing up in South Africa. It deals with racism, with what was going on in the country at the time, with domestic abuse, with him having to kind of do illegal stuff just to get by, and just so much stuff that I think a lot of us don't deal with in our everyday life, and it's so important to read books so you understand more of how the world works. This book is done in a way that it's interesting, that it keeps you captivated. I did the audiobook and he does great with voices. So yeah, this is definitely my number 1 book of the year, and highly, highly recommend everyone picking it up. I'll just do a quick little least favorite books of the year, and I put 4 different ones on here. The first was The Flame and Arrow by Emi Canaday. This was just a epic, horrible, like, go to a fairyland or elfland and boring awfulness. So don't read that book. The next one I mentioned on here was The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. And I know this is a book that a lot of people like, but I found it really gross, and I enjoy zombie novels, but this was a lot of walking, gross, walking, gross. Like, it just didn't do anything for me. So, right, Temp? She totally agrees. The other one was The Sweetest Dark by Shana Abe. This was one that Ireland and I read together. We read some doozies for our book clubs, so we're sorry that we both put each other through them. But this one, The Sweetest Dark, and then These Vicious Masks by Taran Shockner and Kelly Zukas, were both just not well written and not good. So yeah, there's my least favorite 4 books of the year. So let me know what some of your favorite books are, what books you didn't like, and I'll be back with more videos.